Hello students, today we are going to learn about elements of art and we are going to create one art based on first element, that is line. So it's very important to understand basics to be a good artist. Basically, there are 7 elements of art. The first is line, another is shape, color, value, form, texture and space. So we are going to learn more about line today, which is the first element, and then we are going to create an art based on lines. I am sure you all have heard of the great artist, the Vincent van Gogh. So we will be recreating one of his art, which is the Starry Night, in a different way. Will not be copying it in the same way, but we will be recreating that painting by using different kind of lines. So first I'll explain you about different kind of lines. Here you can see this is a straight line. This is called wavy lines. This is zigzag line, or you can call it a mountain line. This is scallop line. This is a spiral line. This is dash line and dotted lines. Similarly, there are more kind of lines, but these are the basics. So we will just see these and we'll try to utilize these in our art. So let's start. The Starry Night is a very famous painting by great artist, the Vincent van Gogh. So we'll be recreating that painting. So first we'll be starting from this sky part. Here comes a loop. So you can see this is a wavy line and ending in spiral. Here again it's going like this. First we can do the outline first of all the forms that we want in our painting, in our art, and then we can just do the detailings and draw different kind of lines here. Okay, so this is the basic form. As the name suggests, the Starry Night, there are many different and bright stars in the sky of this painting. We don't have to limit ourselves by just simply copying the art, and we'll be adding many different kind of things in this. We'll see as we proceed. Here in the down portions, you can see some mountain kind of structure. And in the bottom part there is city, some sort of city. So we have to copy the essence of the art. So we'll just not do exactly same, but we will try to get that feel of the city over here. In this actual painting of Vincent van Gogh, you can see there are many different lines and they are mostly the broken lines. But here we are going to use all kind of lines and we are going to create our art. Any medium can be used. Medium means which color we are using. So we can use pencil colors, sketch pens, crayons, and even water-based colors can be used. So here I am using sketch pens and pencil colors. You all can follow me and do it along with me. So now I'll just start adding lines in the sky part. I'm using dark blue over here in this spiral wavy line. one line next to each other. If you can see, I'm just maintaining a little gap in between the lines, and I'm just if you want to understand what is a line, we can see when a dot is going on a walk. Suppose this is a dot, and if it's going on a walk, it will create a line. So this way we can understand it. Similarly here, again there is a spiral line over here. So I'm using blue sketch pen to do that. And again we can just add some dash lines. Here again we can create these loops. All wavy lines, curved lines. We will add on more colors to it, and we'll try to make it very vibrant. All these curved lines, waves, creating like waves, all these wavy lines over here. It is very important for an artist to be very fluent in the lines. So it is important to do line practices, all different kind of line practices, and be fluent with the lines. Just going with the flow and creating these loops over here. We don't have to exactly think about the shapes, but we have to think just about the technique. Now this portion is actually more like mountain, so we'll be using some mountain lines, that is zigzag lines. Not all, but few zigzag lines we will add, and we will add more zigzag lines below that to create a rhythm over here. I'm creating some loopy lines over here. We just have to fill in whole space using different kind of lines that we have seen. I'll show again. You can see here one line is missing here, that is loopy line. We have to be using this line as well. This straight line, wavy lines, zigzag lines, scallop lines, spiral lines, dash lines, dotted lines and loop to loop lines. We'll be using all these lines in our art. I'm just filling up this space using loop lines. Some dash lines. In these houses, some cityscape kind of thing we have to create over here. We'll try to make it more vibrant using different colors. Here we can just try using different colors in these houses, like I'm using vertical lines here, diagonal lines, dash lines. We can use crisscross lines, mountain lines, straight lines. So here we can see we have filled whole space using vibrant colors and different kind of lines. Here for the pillars also, we can just use different colors. We can use some loop lines for this ground part and some dash, some dotted lines. We have to let our creativity flow and use whatever kind of lines that we feel like using to fill up these spaces. I'll use light green also here and add some wavy lines in the middle portions. When we create same kind of lines just back to back, it creates a rhythm, as you can see here. Now for this portion again we will add these fluent wavy lines. And we will use vibrant colors, like we'll make it multicolor to make it very vibrant and bright. Just aligned with the previous line, we'll try to create these lines in harmony. This is an art where we can say we are using abstract forms. That means we are not doing exactly live realistic drawings. We are using abstract techniques and we are using different kind of abstract lines and forms to fill up all the spaces in our art. Now these stars, we will use yellow for that. We'll make these spiral lines and some dash lines as well around the stars. Everywhere we can use these spiral lines, just moving out like this. We'll use yellow in this middle portion as well. This is the most prominent part of this painting, as it's very vibrant and it's taking a big space of the painting, of the art that we are creating. Some dash lines I'm adding here. Now I'll just use few pencil colors. You can use any pencil color. I'm using this Faber-Castell pencil colors. So we can simply use them to fill in the middle spaces to bring in more saturation in our art. Saturation means the more color, it will be more vibrant. So if we just fill in these spaces, we have to try to avoid these lines and fill in just in the middle portions. We have to do it lightly. We don't have to apply too much pressure here. We'll do it lightly. And we'll use different colors. Even if you are trying this with a paint brush and paints, this will be equally satisfying and it will be equally beautiful. So you can always try doing it with different mediums, and you can practice lines in different mediums as well. So this is now almost ready. It looks like a marathon of different kind of lines here. You can see we have all kind of lines like wavy lines, these loop to loop lines, spiral lines, dash lines, and dotted lines. So here we have practiced all these lines in a very beautiful way, and we have learned about lines, so which is the first element of art. So our Starry Night themed based painting on lines is ready. For better practice, you all can do same kind of activity based on lines. We are filling up most of the spaces using different kind of lines in different kind of art, like maybe a landscape, some object drawings, and other kind of theme based painting can be done in the same technique. While doing this art, make sure you're not focusing more on copying the same thing, but on just getting the technique.